Hello and welcome to another episode of Where's Art with legendary nature photographer Art Wolfe. I'm your host, Mitch Stringer, and we're happy you're with us as we check in with Art in the field as he visits and photographs incredible destinations around the world. Today, Art is exploring the incredibly scenic Columbia River Gorge, which borders the states of Oregon and Washington in the Pacific Northwest. This area is beautiful, rugged, with waterfalls and massive trees to photograph. So, Art, where are you within the gorge region?
So, Mitch, I am today up a place called Wakena Falls, and that's a native North American name, as is Onte Onte and several of the other waterfalls. What's amazing about this place is the fact that millions and millions of years ago, the Great Columbia River that originated in the Canadian Rockies started carving a channel through the Cascade Mountain Range all the way out to the Pacific. This is known today as the Columbia River Gorge.
I know the waterfalls are major attractions of the area. What are you seeing?
The waterfalls are the main attraction, but I'm here today teaching a small group of people the art of seeing. And so that implies something more than the obvious. Almost everybody that comes to the Columbia Gorge wants to get their cliche shots of Multnomah Falls and the other great waterfalls. But what I want to try to convey and teach during the course of a 3-day workshop is seeing beyond the obvious, taking little vignettes of the overall environment and making it uniquely their composition and their ideas and their site.
If I'm a listener and considering a trip to the region for hiking or photography, what are some of the must-see locations or landscapes that we definitely don't want to miss?
The best time to visit the Columbia Gorge and this myriad of waterfalls would be during the spring season when the snows of the Cascades start melting. And during the months of April, May, June, July, these waterfalls are really going off. The most famous of which would be Multnomah Falls. It's a mouthful, but it's a spectacular waterfall. And for the people that are physically challenged, this can be viewed right from the parking lot or from a little side trail that goes up to a beautiful viewpoint. So without much effort, this waterfall really delivers on scale and, just the sheer immensity of the place. If those that are listening are really into long hikes, there's creeks that go way deep into the Cascades, and some of them are as many as 10, 15 miles long. I like to do fairly short ones because I'm really concentrating on the photography. One of my favorites is Eagle Creek, and at 1.8 miles you can reach what they call the Punch Bowl, this beautiful symmetrical waterfall that just comes over the lip of a mossy ridge, and it is spectacular.
With the kind of walking and hiking needed to access various sites within the area, how light do you have to travel as far as camera gear and everything else needed to make the images you're looking for?
I always would say bring a tripod, bring a cable release, bring one camera body and a wide angle and a small telephoto lens. That covers 90% of anything you would possibly shoot, and it keeps the pack light. The wide angle is great for the big views, the waterfall within the context of the environment. And then the telephoto, perhaps it's a 70 to 200. It allows me to isolate just parts of the waterfall or the river below, or just a distant hillside across the canyon.
Art, the gorge sounds absolutely incredible, and we're glad that you, our listeners, could join us for this edition of Where's Art. I'm Mitch Stringer for Art Wolfe, inviting you to join us for the next episode of Where's Art when he travels to Astoria, Oregon in search of unique, abstract images. You definitely don't want to miss that one. We'll see you next time.